Hey, welcome back, my friends. Quick water change, following up with some feeding as usual. As you know, I use the water change and feeding combination, sort of like a commotion reward system, to condition them to obviously be more reciprocal of my presence and therefore be easier to record and capture for you guys to see what's going on. Otherwise, yeah, I'm here in the dark. As you can see, my room is kind of blacked out, and that's the idea. It's easy to observe when I'm sitting in the dark and looking into the light, but you already know that. So anyway, this conditioning allows me to basically illustrate these guys in their more natural state per se, because they behave more calm, a little more subtle when they're used to this commotion. Whereas fish, they are in dark or isolation, I should say, tend to be quite skittish and overreact and basically be unable to film them and what otherwise in in dark conditions and whatnot, which will be even harder for any creator or anyone to capture on camera. Anywho, moving forward, we're gonna go catch some fresh bait and whatnot, and then get a water change going meanwhile. All right, you guys. I know the lighting isn't most preferred for this, but just wanted to see how this works. See, water's getting sucked out over there. They're in a bit of a panic mode, but that's all comes with the commotion here. So once more, we're giving them stimulation. This is kind of like the floods, water rushing in and things are happening, and sometimes people things get changed too much and they get lost or get injured, or a new pack mixes in with the other pack, and that's how genetics get mixed up and whatnot, and that's how they're able to live on with the strongest and most suited, most fitted. So I also noticed something else. The placos right there. Of course, they just disappear. Yeah, one of them was right underneath this rock. That's sure. Oh, he's still there. One of them still under there. That's the girl. The male, he's right there now. The male is. He's trying to prepare some sort of nesting for her. I don't know. They're definitely pairing up. They've been hanging out closer now together than before. So yeah, that's it, you guys. Quick water change, which will follow up with feeding. Here we go. I don't want them to grow too fast. If the feeding is already super nutritious, as you already know. My feeding regimen is definitely, as close as possible to their natural varieties and whatnot, and it's making them grow beautiful, strong, healthy and all, but also I don't want them to grow too quickly because my tank over there is set up, you can see on the floor, right there, hold on, no, the opposite. Yeah, that line right there is where the glasses should be going. L-shaped or the curved, either way, the glass is quite expensive, and so far the curved glass is almost unattainable. So I'm hoping to, be able to find it, source it somehow. Anyone that knows, anybody, leave me a comment. I know it's gonna be thousands. I just hope it's not gonna be way out of budget and I'm gonna have to cancel the entire project or something, settle for some big acrylic boring tank. Anyway, let's move forward. Moving on. Yeah, let's move forward, moving along. I appreciate everyone that has come today and join us on this adventure. I do look tired, and I'm not gonna lie. It's been a hell of a week, and what can I say? I really appreciate everyone that's still here. I know that I have promised you more, interesting content, and I hope to deliver each time. some of these are going to be kind of repetitive, but you know, we're always trying to bring a new aspect into things and show any and all, you know, progress or things that we have learned along the way. I'm speaking in plural, as you noticed, not because I have a split personality disorder or anything like that, but it's because my family is very much involved in this. My son, he's here all the time, although he did express recently that he doesn't want to be on camera too much. I don't know. And my daughter, she helps me now with some of the editing, thumbnails and whatnot, which is cool. And of course we have plenty to do here now with all the tanks and everyone having something. I almost tripped. Something to do, you know. The Oscar tank, it's gonna be a new build out, and I think it's gonna be awesome. Where, you know, the ideas that we've been contemplating on what to do with it. The guppy tank is not much to look at, but it has a couple of my favorites. Couple of hopload catfish in there, and I want to definitely turn that into like a mini, what do they call it? Nano tank type of deals. Anyway, as I mentioned before, it's been a busy week, but truth to be told, not that I'm using it as a scapegoat, but my back has been really acting up, and I think I had to take a week off from training. I just figured maybe no weight training for a week or so will give me a little bit of rest, like a reset button type of deal. Anywho, so I spent a little bit more time on putting together other endeavors, which my family is also involved in. Anywho, like I said before, you know, I apologize for the lack of enthusiasm or energy in some of my videos, but for some of you that may not know, I am disabled. I broke my back, it resulted in paralyzing my right calf and ultimately changing the way I move and things and what my abilities are. So I had to adjust, you know. It's still there. I mean, it's not fixed, it's getting worse. Anyway, long story short, you know, we're doing what we can. So, you know, like I said, I'm sorry for the lack of energy now and then, and I promise to bring my best. All right, hang on. Now, I know I've said that before, that there's many ways of doing the same thing. So once more in here, we're just kind of getting ideas or giving ideas to each other as to what and how. You gotta find your way. That's all I'm saying. What you have to keep in mind, however, that the focus is on the fish, not what you like, what they like. You know, that's all. You gotta have a different mindset if you wanna really provide and care for, you know, animals, whatever kind of animals. Hey, quick tip. If you wanna secure some of the decor, like in this case, I'm going to tie some of these branches together. I use paracord. It's thin, this stuff is incredibly strong. It can hold you. And I mean like you in a rock climbing kind of situation. So yeah, it doesn't mold, it doesn't, you know, it has the properties that basically kind of keeps it together in the aquatic environment. So I use this paracord to secure the area. Also, what it does ends up being a kind of a attachment place for some of your plants and things, or mosses that later can conceal it. Plus it's green. I use green or black, so it's easy to hide. All right, paracord. All right, you guys. I got bit up, as you can see, the mosquitoes, but it was a pretty successful hunt. I got a whole bunch of big chubs, monster chubs. Can't wait to see how that goes down. I think they're ready. Like I said, water change should follow up with a reward, and in this case, fresh, brand new chubs straight out of the creek. All right, you guys. Let's get the biggest one I got here. I think that's this dude. Maybe not. Wait. There's one even bigger. It is just massive. All right, let's see what's up. We prepared this panel back here to take minimum amount of time to screw things up as I usually do. Here it goes. The net is bending again. He's in. Alright. Ooh, they're onto him. Yeah, he's a massive chub. Definitely the biggest guy up to date. Oh, they got his tail, huh? That was an awesome attack. Yeah, they're wasting no time. He's demobilized. Before they got to him, he doesn't seem to be minding now anymore. Sorry. Look at the size of the bites. I mean, they are enormous chunks that are being torn out. You can see that easily even from here. This one chub will be enough to satisfy all of them, 9 piranhas. It was, like I said, it was the biggest chub I've caught. Very, very meaty chub. I mean, they're all taking turns and getting their fill, and there's still quite a bit left. Each bite will soften up that, all the tough parts of the gills and the skull. Eventually even that becomes consumed, especially depending on how hungry they are. As you can tell, they're getting full. Big old chub. A little messy water as usual, but that's just part of the deal. It's not about being pretty, it's about being appropriate. A little bit left. So here was the, more or less the adult feeding. As you can see, this is a much bigger chub than ever entered before. There's a full-size head left behind, which is what I would be expecting at this size of fish. Since the smaller ones get devoured entirely, this I'll probably have to scoop out. But we'll give it some time. We'll see what they'll manage to do. They'll still be picking at it and getting their bites out. Hopefully, utilizing the rest. So real quick, thank you everyone for coming. I know there's not going to be much more to the water change there. It's already what you have already seen. Once more, I thank you for coming. My name is Marek. Everyone calls me Bearski. This is my channel. Sign up, ring the bell, subscribe, leave a comment. I appreciate it. Thanks. Till next time.